happy May, what is it? May 3rd? Monday, oh yes. With the new mini catalog that's coming to your doorstep. This is it. Beautiful one. First 4th of July image on the front here. I want to make this layout. This is a really neat layout just for any paper color. You can make it with so many different paper and color combinations, right? It's just so pretty. And I've got a glare from where I'm sitting, so I had to move it so I could see it. But you could use, you know, stars, circles, flowers, anything you want for that type of a layout. So it's a really cool design, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Right. Let's see if I can get on there. Okay. So we go through our mission statement again. Be a VIP information, become a maker information. Our Craft with Heart scrapbooking, which is going to be coming out now. We're going to be getting the new ones any day. And then the Craft with Heart card making, which is really popular with a lot of different people who make a lot of cards. I do get the scrapbooking one and I love it. Okay, our new collection for this month of May that is featured is the Hillside Cottage, and I really like this one. I've heard a lot of people say that it's similar to the Happiness Lives Here we had a few months ago, and it is kind of, but not. It has a wood grain type feature in the background of all of the papers, which I really like. I love yellow, and this paper right here is gorgeous. I'll show you that in a minute. And I love the sage, the paprika, the bluebell. It's just really nice, pretty colors. Flamingo, New England ivy. I love this layout too. They have such great layouts. It's just so inspiring. Okay, this is the paper collection again. It's got a little fox in it, which is really cute. The coordinating cardstock. It has wood pieces, and these are really neat. The Cricut collection I have gotten, and it's really nice. There are some really unique images. It does not have a layout in this collection. It does have a really cool cutout card though. Picture My Life cards. Really enjoy these cards lately. I love being able to cut out the images and use them as embellishments on my pages, or to use them as layering pieces, or to make cards, right? They're just so universal, or they're universal, yes, but they're very useful for different applications. Have this stamp set, and I will show you. This is the stamp set here. You see, I have been using it. I love these. Of course, living on the farm, we don't like foxes. They eat our chickens, but they are really cute to use as embellishments. And of course, I love the little horse, the little fox, the goose. Some of these I have not stamped. The horseshoe and the sentiments are from a different stamp set, but I put them together because that's how I was using them. So there's the thin cuts that come with it, and then the stamp set itself. You can see, I need to get a piece of white paper so you can see this better. Okay, there you can see it better. So it's really universal. I love the quotes on it. The fonts, I guess, not only the quotes, Howdy Friends, I like that one a lot, but the fonts they're up to date with what's popular now, I guess is what I'm saying. So, and the little bunny rabbit too. I didn't have any of them all here, but anyway. Let me put this away. So that's that stamp set. Okay, moving on. And the artwork, I just love it. And this layout, again, is so nice. This stamp set, I haven't used it yet, but I do have it, and I can't wait to get it out. What it is it's you stamp 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-step stamping. And these are huge. So, white paper again. Look at how big they are. It doesn't look that big in there. So you're going to stamp, you know, 1, 2, 3. You do them in steps to get the different colors. They make it so easy. So that's a really cool stamp set. I can't wait to see what I make with that. Time, I need time. But they show you in the front how to do it. Okay, so that's always helpful because sometimes we're like, what do we do? What do I do with that? That is so cool, but what do I do with it? So, in nice artwork again with this, okay? And this is the scrapbooking workshop, which I do have. This is it here, okay. So, you get all the little wood pieces. Look at how cool they are. There's some little black ones in here, and then the wood ones. And they're so darling. Then you get the directions. You get this really cool sticker sheet. I want to see the exclusive papers. There's always exclusive papers that come in the collection that you can't get anywhere else. And it comes with, so it comes with the paper pack, the sticker, cardstock that you need. So let's see, there's that yellow. I just love that yellow. Look at that, just feast your eyes on it. I love this really soft pink floral. Then you get your, what do you call it, the check with the paprika. This is a blue check. And this, that looks like sage to me, not New England ivy, but I guess it would match. But I love having the borders. I like putting borders on my pages as it is. So, oh, look at it. It's a little gnome girl. Alright, so these are all this cut out, the punch outs. And this is project 1, project 3, project 2. Oh, she's adorable. Alright, and this is another one of the punch outs. This is project 3. This is the whole page. And I think you get 2 of these because it's a 2-page one. And then these punch out and they flip up, and you're going to layer this onto another piece of paper that you can see underneath it. So that's really cool. It's like the leaves on the flowers. So it must be project 3. So these flowers would go on top of here. Alright. That's a nice pretty layout. Almost all done for you, right? Look at this one. I love that wood grain. It's just very light. It's like a whitewashed wood grain almost, with the floral sprays. Alright, this is an exclusive paper with the paprika, and it looks like a very light vine, and again with that wood look. Alright. And then cardstock. Okay. So that's a scrapbooking collection. You got 3 2-page layouts with all the scrapbooking collections. And you get everything you need to make it as they have directions for. Okay, of course you can make it your own and add things to it or take things away or change it up however you would like. It's always your prerogative as your layout. And what's caught here? Oh, a little piece of the paper. Okay. Oh, I didn't see. Did I see this one? Yeah. This is, love this floral spray. Oh my goodness. So, for approximately, and this one, this particular set has the page protectors with it. You can get it with or without the page protectors. So it averages about $5 a page. So you get 6 pages, $30 and some change, depending on if you get the page protectors or not. Okay. Next one. This is the card making workshop. And this is some really pretty flowers, and you get all the papers. Looks like they have some black and white dots, or the enamel dots is what they're equivalent to with the stamp set. And you make 4 of each of these cards for 16 cards in total. So you get the cards and the envelopes and thin cuts, everything you need to make these cards except adhesive and the ink and everything. Okay, so those are really pretty. I do not have that set yet. Okay, stars and sparklers. what a great celebration set. Whether or not you do 4th of July, it's just really nice for any kind of a party or celebration. Colors: Scarlet, Sapphire, Bluebird, Carolina, Sage, New England Ivy, Toffee, and White Daisy. Great color collection. And these are the papers. And the card stocks. You got star sequins, and I have those here. So you get 4 sheets. Wow. Gold, red, white, and blue. How pretty. And they are textured, so you're going to get the impression of the star. They're just not flat, with the adhesive on the back. I always love using stars, you know, for boy layouts or anything like that. Alright. The Cricut collection is huge. There's a lot that goes in with this collection on the Cricut. And there is a layout in it as well, with all those components that you can use individually. The Picture My Life cards are so cool. Again, it has this truck, and that truck is in the Cricut collection too, so I can see me cutting a lot of that truck out. Let's see. I have these stamp sets as well. Look at the cards. I love them. I like this right here, this burst. I can use that for a lot. And the barbecue with the watermelon and all the little utensils. Even has a flower in there with the pinwheel. It's just very, very useful for a lot of different things, and I love the layout artwork that they have. So this is the workshop, and I actually sold the workshops that I had, so I don't have that to show you, but I do have the paper collection. But the workshop, you make, this star is all pieced, so you put it together. So it's not on the page, so you can change it up, which is easy. The technique taught with this is texture paste, but if you don't have the texture paste, you got a stencil. You can use ink through it as a regular stencil would be. So that's not a necessary component to have the texture paste. Just to ink through the stencil would be good enough. And then you get the papers that go with this, with the sunburst effect, which is a neat way to learn it. That is also pieced. And then you also get a banner layout. So I love this collection. I've already ordered a couple more because I want to put it together as well. So the paper collection, love the sticker sheet, right? I love the truck. It doesn't, and if you get the Cricut cut, you don't have to have the flowers in it. You can put dogs in it or a Christmas tree. You know, you can use it for a lot of different applications. So, all right, and this is the paper. Look at that. It's not like in your face. It's subtle enough where you could use it as a background and not have it be so bright blue. It's really, it's subtle, but I don't know, it's just really nice. They do a great job with these collections. And this, celebrate in all different kinds of fonts and directions with toffee. And the Starburst with the really nice Carolina blue. Again, subtle. A red stripe that is like paintbrushed. And this really pretty red floral that has the sapphire and the Carolina leaves. And the Starbird. Your real 4th of July themed paper. I love the balloons. Wait till you see the card making set. It has the balloons. So that's your paper collection. It's useful because you can use it for 4th of July or parties or, you know, anything. And it doesn't have to be 4th of July, as you saw in the paper collection. There's a lot of paper that you can use for things other than 4th of July type theme. Okay, this is the card making kit. So this is the one I really like with the balloons, and they have the shadowing with the balloon here that you can use in, you know, multiple ways of color and use 2 different inks for the shadowing. So that is a really nice one. I haven't seen that in a stamp set before. I'm sure it probably has been, but not that we've had. And I like having the balloon strings too. And it has a happy birthday to you here too. So this would be really good for boy cards, right? Oh yeah. And it also has like these little tassels. That's something that's really popular. I've seen a lot of different places is strings with tassels. And you can also put other things. There's bows and just little stars. Hope your day is sprinkled with fun. That's cute. Sending you birthday wishes. Very cool. Alright, our mix-in paper. I do have this. I love these banners that you can cut out for tags or banners. And these are in all your neutrals plus our color of the year, the bluebell. So if you take away the blue, you have the brown, the gray, the black. You can use it for anything, right? Anything, everything, whatever color combination you have on your pages. And if you don't want to use the tags, then on the back you have really nice soft gray with triangles. It's like almost in a pinwheel design. And look, the zip strip is a real fun arch or scallop, whichever way you want to look at it. And you get one of each of these in the papers. You get 6 papers. They're all different. So this is a bluebell with a stripe and a really soft. And this has little triangle, very nice soft pattern with a really nice black and white check zip strip. This is your neutrals with the bluebell dot. And these are hearts on that really subtle wood grain look again with a black with toffee border, which has leaves. This really soft, again, wood grain, really subtle wood grain with the floral. It's white. And then this is the toffee with some stripes, and they're actually really small little leaves. And then you have the stars in the toffee. And then you just have a toffee with the white or grayish whitewash. Very useful for anything. And always love a good ledger, right? Journaling. And a gray stripe at the top. And this is just a black with white at an angle. And again, your black with dots. And again, with that wood grain to make it match with anything. And I love this different kind of a plaid look zip strip. Alright, mix-ins. They are really hitting it out of the park with these mix-ins. These are made to go with both the paper collections. I love how they have everything coordinated, and that is why I do Close to My Heart, because going through my stash to have things and make everything coordinate takes a lot of time. You can do it. You can do it. And I like doing that. If I have a unique layout I want to create, I will go look for things that match. But if I don't have the time or the creative inspiration to do it, I know that this stuff all goes together. It makes it so much easier. And this is something that they're doing in every catalog, is giving you a little display of embellishment ideas to use with some of the things in the catalog. I love this because, you know, making your own embellishments is fun, and it gives you some neat ideas to do the shakers and the hearts and so on and so forth with the bows. So here's our stamp set starting, and this is So Tweet with the little tiny birds, and these have the thin cuts if you want to get them with the thin cuts. They have several M stamps. Here's a little paper hug, Until I Can See You Again. And please enjoy this paper hug, and a little tree, a love tree. So those are real inexpensive. They're only $4. They're a nice little sentiment that's unique. And then there's a sympathy card set here, or thank you or celebrate, with some other sentiments. A real pretty floral, and what you do is you can have the top and the bottom for the card, like this here. I've seen some really neat ideas of making these and making them closer, and then putting florals over the top, or a banner with the sentiment. And then the artwork here for other ideas. Okay, and now they've been also coming out with stamp sets like this to go with our shaker thin cuts. So this star one would go with our star thin cuts. It's this set, okay, that's in our annual catalog. So this is really good. You can stamp things to go with this, and of course that works out really well with our Stars and Sparklers collection. And there's an idea here. And then graduation is coming up soon. Excuse me. So there's a really nice graduation stamp set here. No thin cuts with this one, but you can put the, you know, it's just the way they have the ideas. I'm sure you're going to see people put heads on these little bodies, the male and the female. It's just so too cute. I can't wait to see what they come up with for that one. Alright, this stamp set, Moments with You, and it has a thin cut for I in Love, and then the rest, you know, sentiments you can put however you want, but there are no thin cuts with these, but you can make, you know, just a strip of paper to cut them out on. But I do love the I and the Love. You can, you know, cut it out like 3 or 4 times and layer it up to get a really nice chipboard type embellishment to put on your layouts or your cards. And then we have the cutest ever little cupcake and ice cream cone, donut, or coffee cup with a whole bunch of different sayings and faces. Just so cute. So, oh, and it's made to coordinate with the, what do you call it? It is the spinner, the card spinner set. Okay, so you can turn it around and have the quotes showing through that. That is going to be fun. I did get this one. I can't wait to use it. And I have that too. So, yes. Time, just need time. Hiking, camping, another stamp set for that. Hopefully everybody will get to do some more of that this year. And that's really nice for layouts and cards. It has thin cuts if you would like them. This one is a sun and moon for just some really pretty cards. These are different. I haven't seen these before. I love the sun and the moon and stars type of things with the really soft doily type material, edging, border, whatever you want to call it. But I can just see making a lot of different things for this and using them for my layouts. So I did get this golfing. This is another big thing. I hope a lot of people get to get out and golf. And I like this golf ball image. That's really cool. And it also has the thin cuts that go with it. Be great for guys. And because of the Brave stamp set with thin cuts for the silhouettes. And this one we stand on guard for which is a Canada themed. But you know, you can use it for a lot of different things. Oh, it has the maple leaf. Really nice. And these are shown small. I think they're probably 50% of the size. So you can see up here they are quite big. Okay. This one, Spot On Sentiments. Really cute little quotes in circles. And it was made probably to go here. But of course you can use it for a lot of different things. I cut out some of the little circle this to see if they would fit. So that's something I'm going to be working on, because that would make for some really cute cards. Now here's a Sunburst thin cut, and that is this one here. So you can see that they will fit in the circle here for your sentiment to have a sunburst, and you can use all different colors of papers as they did here for these different collections. And they also use the leaf thin cuts that are new to make like a flower type of image. And these leaves are so cool. I have been using these a lot already. Let me show you what they look like. So you're going to get 7 of these. And let's see if I can get them all out. They are really cool. And put them on this black. So you can see, oh, that's not going to be good because you're going to get a glare. Maybe on this one, okay. So you get that one. Look at how thin that is. And it cuts out beautiful. And then this one has a different pattern. And then you get that pattern. And then you have the innie and outie for this one. Here's the innards. You get a solid one. And you can glue this on top and then ink it, or ink it and then glue it on so that you have the white on top. And you have that one. You can cut this out of a green and then put the white on top. You can do the white on white. You can use it as it is. A lot of different uses that these can be used for. And this one also has like the leaf branches or veins. And that's another innie. And this one, let me show you. So this one I didn't pop them all out because I wanted you to see. You just push them, they just fall right out. They're really high quality little thin cuts, even as finely detailed as they are. And this is quite thick white cardstock. And this is another one I didn't punch them all out. And they just will fall right out. Very easy. And they pop right out of the thin cut as well. I didn't have any stuck in the thin cut. With our new, I have the new Close to My Heart die cut machine with the really cool mat. Okay. The mat and the thin cut die cut machine are just a game changer. And this one has all these little ones. You can see they just pop out. And this, I think, is going to be really cool to have on top of a colored cardstock. You probably will not find a leaf like this in nature, but it is a really textured leaf you can use in your artwork because we can make it however we want. And it's a really neat idea that will catch your eye in a lot of different applications, okay? So those are the leaves. They're really, really cool, and it's only 20 bucks for all 7 of them. All right. So that's those. I'll put these back in there so I have them next time I go to use them. And they also have circles, which is going to be 5 dies. There's an inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 2.5 inches, and 3 inches. So if you need just some plain circle thin cuts, there's a really good. It's only $13. Okay, again, they are continuing with the stamp for the month. This is May's, or I guess they call it months of the year, and then they have June's. They also have ones for geared toward the other side of the world, so you can check those out. If you go online, just go in and look at May month of the year, and it should give you both of them to look at. They have a few of the same ones and some different images on those stamp sets. And this one is for the June. Okay, you are enough. This is the Scrapbooking Month, National Scrapbooking Month collection that they've come out with. It's available all this month, and it is to die for. I absolutely love this. I've been making all kinds of layouts with it. I'm going to share those with you. Just want to go through the card stock, which has got a rose gold inlay in them in different images. One is a diamond pattern and one is just a dash pattern. Then the picture of my life cards are just to die for as well. Really, really like them. I've been using this a lot. I can't wait to show you. The stamp set is really cool. I made some layouts with these. Then I'm going to have a video coming up online tomorrow with a layout share that I made some layouts using these, along with this thin cut. It's got 3 images for the butterflies, 3 for the big ones, 2 for the little one, and they're just gorgeous. And then they also have sequins, and I do have those to share with you too. As soon as I get done with this next few pages, I'll show you the papers. And the artwork is just stunning. Just stunning. Okay, this is a stamp of the month for this month, and I have been playing with that, and I'll show you the cards that I have that will be in the card kits for anyone who gets the stamp of the month. This is June's, and we'll cover that at the beginning of June. We'll make some layouts with those borders. And then you have the Every Bit of Wonderful, which is the Operation Smile. A certain percentage of this goes to our charity, and makers, consultants don't make any money on the stamp set. It all goes to charity, so it's a really pretty stamp set. Okay, so that is our catalog for May and June. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, let's do this one first. For the stamp of the month, this is one of the cards. You will get enough things to make 2 of these. And this is just a very simple card. It has the papers that you layer, you stamp on it and color it. And it's just so pretty. I really like that. It's using the Hillside Cottage papers. Okay, this is the other one. This is going to be a shaker card. I haven't put it together yet. But you'll get that background paper. You will get paper cut in a circle to make a shaker card. And I think I'm going to ink this rather than color it in. If you don't like to color, you don't have to. You leave it black. You can use daubers to just ink it up. And you could leave it just, you know, black, or stamp it onto a colored cardstock and then trace it with the circle that you'll get, and you can cut it out and make it a shaker yourself onto a piece of colored cardstock. So there's a lot of different uses for it. The stamp set itself is perfect for this use. I'm sure they did that on purpose. And then you will get this piece of paper that you put on top to make your shaker. Okay, and I will show those in the next few days. Okay, this paper collection, You Are Enough. These are the sequins that come with it. You get butterflies, and they are on that holographic paper. And you get ones that are yellow and ones that are the pinkish type. It depends on what way you put them and what paper you put them on and how they look and reflect the light. They are just so cool. Just love them. Alright, so those are the sequins. Then the paper collection, and there's a lot of different paper packs. What do you want to say? And how you can get this. You can get the paper with the cardstock. You can get just the paper. You can get just the cardstock. You can get the collection of paper, cardstock, stamp set, thin cut, sequins all together. Okay, so it comes in a package in many different packages. So go online, see what you want, and you might be able to get it, you know, all together. So anyway, this is the sticker sheet, and it has the rose gold and many different images here. So it's so pretty. And a lot of it is a watercolored look that isn't got the rose gold. And this is the cardstock, and this is the glacier. So you get a piece with the rose gold and a piece of regular glacier cardstock. Then you get the peach that is with the diamond rose gold and the regular peach cardstock. Sapphire with the diamond and regular sapphire. This is the sangria with the dashes and the regular sangria. And you get the ballerina with the regular ballerina paper, cardstock, and bluebell. Love this. I just love looking at it. Rose gold is one of my favorite metallic type. Okay, so this is the paper collection. This, you get 2 of each. And on this side is the bluebell with the white. And I actually used this for some snow pages, and they really came out nice. This with the hexagon and the glacier. It's gorgeous. And then on the back is the sangria with the white. Looks like a rosy snow effect, right? Maybe up in Alaska they have that. It's gorgeous. This is a watercolor brush with like the peach and the sangria and the bluebell. And then on the back it almost looks like a crystal effect with those pinky colors. And then you get the glacier and sapphire and bluebell all together with words. It says motivated, capable, healthy, inspired, you know, so a lot of different words. And then you just get this very subtle but bright. It's very busy, but it's not like so busy that you couldn't use it for a layout. And I did use it. You'll see that in the layout share that I'm going to post. And then you get this one. Looks like a watercolor look with really cool watercolor looks. Yes. Oh, I don't know how else to describe it. And another one with the same type of effect as the blue one, but with the pinky and sangria colors. And then this one is again the watercolor brush strokes with some splattering of colors. And then your blue type crystal effect. Isn't that just gorgeous? Alright. Now one consultant or maker for close to my heart recently shared a bunch of layouts that she made, and I went ahead and used her ideas because we like to share and are very it makes us feel good to have someone else copy us or use our creations to create their own. So that's what I did, and she's okay with that. And I changed it up to make them my own. But this is one of the layouts using the peach papers. And I used the flower thin cut set that we had and those leaves that you saw just a little bit ago. There's one of the butterflies. And this is a picture of my life card, and these are some of the papers that were cut into strips, and some of the paper again for card mat or for picture mats. So pretty. That is a picture of my life card there as well. And then I used some beads from my stash to create the flower centers, and inked all the flowers. They were on white cardstock, and I just inked them and popped them up. And you know, in your layout, they're going to lose some of that dimension, but they look really good. They were in page protectors all weekend on display, so they still have some dimension, which is what I wanted. Okay, this is another one, and there. Oops, goes the other way. Okay, believe in yourself. And has the butterflies of different colors with the bluebell, and some of the pieces using the rose gold, and again the beads for the center. I stamped one of the stamps from that set on the flowers to give them some extra texture, and I just love this one. I love all of these. Next one, oops, caught there. Again, backwards. This one uses the bluebell colors. There are some of the sequins. And I carried through some of this color with the butterfly sequins, and then just a little splattering of them elsewhere. And it's all the paper in the background. You just added things on top. Just gorgeous. Okay. Now this background paper is just paper I used to put my papers onto rather than use a whole piece of cardstock. I use other papers that I'll probably never use in a layout as bases. So Glow Getter with the blues, and this one you could do either way, like this or the other way. And the flowers again, I use shimmer brush on the butterflies. They're just beautiful. And on the flowers, and here's some that were layered up. That one was left unlayered. That's one that's layered up. Just beautiful. Make sure I get the correct pieces up here. And lastly is this one. And isn't this gorgeous? And I don't know which way I had it. Maybe this way. Love it. It's actually so pretty. So pretty. Alright, so these are the layouts that I made. I hope you like that. This is it that I have for today. Again, check out my YouTube tomorrow. I will be doing a layout here. I just recently put up a bunch of YouTube videos for the Hillside Cottage collection. And hopefully I'll be putting some more up soon. So if you have any questions or would like to say anything or comment, I would really appreciate it. Take care.